This is Saviour Island, one of only a handful of ecosystems that remain. Its dense forests would once have offered cover and comfort to this young sugar glider, but no longer. The island is now a deadly war zone of competing species. The sugar glider feels most at home in the trees, and for good reason. The glider's whole body is adapted for the high life of the forest canopy. Opposable thumbs on his hind feet allow him to clasp branches and perform wonderful feats of acrobatics. With his gliding membrane, he can defy gravity itself and float on the air like a piece of paper, at least in theory. An excellent first attempt. The young glider has soared successfully from one of the island's trees to another, despite the dizzying drop in between. But the energy expended in this first glide has left him famished. Perhaps it's time to stop for a snack. A delicious meal. There's nothing like a successful hunt to put the spring back in your step. The sugar glider forges ahead with a new vigor. The glider has ventured close to the cliff's edge. The winds here are harsh. One wrong move could send him tumbling into the waters below, and because gliders can't swim, this would be a deadly mistake. The terrain is rocky and inhospitable, nothing like the smooth tree trunks and sturdy branches the sugar glider is used to. Crags, steep slopes, and sudden gaps in the earth present a treacherous challenge. Up ahead, a scorpion. This creepy crawler wields a dangerous weapon, a toxic stinger that could kill the glider with a single jab. And this striking fiend won't let the glider go without a fight. This gutsy Joey has a battle on his hands. He's done it. The sugar glider reigns victorious, a testament to his rapidly developing skills. With a newfound confidence, he pushes forward toward the next challenge. Sugar gliders have powerful instincts that can alert them not only to the presence of predators, but to the safest paths forward. But instincts are useless if they're ignored. The glider must learn how and when to listen to these inner nudges. Finely honed instincts could mean the difference between life and death. This poisonous plant is a member of the solanum, or nightshade family. A single prick of its thorns can cause serious injury to an animal as small as the sugar glider. It may be some time before he regains his strength. The sugar glider has taken a risk by venturing close to these deadly red thorns. This risk did not pay off. He's been scratched. A toxin now flows through his body, slowing him down and draining his strength. It'll take time for him to recover. That chilling cry was uttered by a bearded vulture, a massive bird that could crush the sugar glider between its talons like a porcelain doll. The sugar glider's senses are on high alert. Every instinct in his body tingles in the presence of this threat. He moves cautiously, keeping inconspicuous and out of sight. The glider was quick, but not quick enough. The vulture's talons close around him like a vice, ending his brief life. The young glider must stay as close to his mother as he can. At her age, she knows all the best hiding spots, and the inexperienced Joey will need all the help he can get. The vulture is a formidable opponent and won't be easily deterred. The vulture is aware of movement on the ground. It could spot the glider at any moment. Our Joey must remain quiet and hidden if he's to survive. The young glider must stay as close to his mother as he can. At her age, she knows all the best hiding spots, and the inexperienced Joey will need all the help he can get. The vulture is a formidable opponent and won't be easily deterred. The vulture is aware of movement on the ground. It could spot the glider at any moment. Our Joey must remain quiet and hidden if he's to survive. Narrowly avoiding the vulture, the sugar glider can breathe a sigh of relief. For now. Lizards. A perfect meal for this family of gliders on the go. The Joey takes cues from his mother, who uses stealth and speed to stalk these tasty treats. Lizards. A perfect meal for this family of gliders on the go. The Joey takes cues from his mother, who uses stealth and speed to stalk these tasty treats. A lizard is in the glider's sights. He must tread lightly. These scaly delicacies are quicker than they look. He's done it. This wriggling lizard will make a fine meal for his mother and sister. He's done it. This wriggling lizard will make a fine meal for his mother and sister. It is crucial that the family cooperate. There is strength in numbers, but if one of those numbers is weak, the whole family is at risk. And so Mother teaches her offspring to share. Mother always knows best. Sugar gliders are omnivores. Keen to enjoy all sorts of forest delicacies, from insects to invertebrates, to small birds and wriggling lizards, the forest is a veritable feast for these intrepid possums. A storm rumbles in the distance. The glider must move quickly to avoid being caught in its rages. A swinging branch attached precariously to a vine. For most animals, this obstacle would be impossible to bypass. A fall from this height would be fatal and not worth the risk. But the sugar glider is a masterful acrobat and light on his feet. He may succeed here where others would undoubtedly fail. This giant skeleton once belonged to a whale. The glider has never seen such a thing, and there's no reason he should have. But, sadly, the presence of this decomposed carcass so far inland is no mystery. Seismic changes, likely a tsunami caused by this shift, no doubt deposited this unfortunate creature onto the island. The poor beast perished here, unable to return to its watery home. What remains a mystery is how sugar gliders, these tiny, intrepid mammals, have managed to survive the Earth's upheavals, while so many others have failed. Unaware of the mystery surrounding his existence, the glider explores, taking in the strange sights and smells. By necessity, our glider is active during the day, though they are usually nocturnal. He'll have to use every instinct available to him to survive this strange and hostile landscape. The sugar glider has taken a risk by venturing close to these deadly red thorns. The clever glider turns a log into a vessel. A little innovation goes a long way on this island. A pathway leads to a potential nest, but what hides inside those gently swaying grasses? A cluster of spiders attacks. With their superior numbers, they could easily overwhelm the sugar gliders. Insect and arachnid populations have risen precipitously since the shift. Many of the animal and avian species that would have kept their numbers under control have been wiped out. Aggressive arachnids in competition for their own survival are an ever-present menace to sugar gliders and other small animals on the island. The sugar glider has eaten the highly venomous black widow spider. Fortunately, this hardy youngster has the strength to survive this mistake. After some brief unpleasantness, he'll recover. Lesson learned. The habitat of the sugar glider has changed dramatically since the shift. Driven from the trees by torrential storms and forced to adapt to life on the forest floor, these tiny marsupials have shown remarkable resiliency. Where larger, brawnier animals have failed, sugar gliders continue to survive and adapt in ways that remain mysterious to us. Butterflies, a feast for the eyes as well as the stomach. These fluttering insects will make a hearty meal for our young glider. Remarkably, the glider catches butterflies but does not eat them. Instead, he stores them for later. Extraordinary. The glider has fed the butterflies to his mother, who now appears to be recovering from her spider bite. There is no reason a butterfly should provide an antidote for spider venom, and yet it appears to have done so. Is it possible the nectar or pollen the butterflies have been feeding on contains some hidden properties we are as yet unaware of? And how did the sugar glider know that this antidote would do the trick? This tumbling waterfall presents a beautiful but dangerous challenge. Its splashing waters threaten to throw the gliders off course while drenching nearby nooks and crannies in slick liquid. Xavier Island is home to a wide variety of bioluminescent fungi. These glowing mushrooms, nature's nightlights, help guide the sugar gliders on their way. A complex relationship seems to exist between the gliders and these mushrooms. Sparkling sprouts that provide food, illumination, and perhaps, as has been theorized, something more. Despite these challenges, the young glider pushes upwards towards the open air. The glider and his family are finally back on solid ground. Now, on to the next challenge. This gully is dominated by a skulk of foxes. These ravenous omnivores would love to have our family of sugar gliders for dinner. The gliders will have to be quick and quiet if they want to avoid being on the menu. Mother has the right idea. Darting quickly from hiding spot to hiding spot right under the fox's noses. It's a risk, but it works. Though foxes hunt, they are also skilled scavengers, adept at locating and then feeding on the decaying carcasses of other animals. Mother has the right idea. Darting quickly from hiding spot to hiding spot right under the fox's noses. It's a risk, but it works. Though foxes hunt, they are also skilled scavengers, adept at locating and then feeding on the decaying carcasses of other animals. Over time, the dead have become more plentiful than the living, and scavengers have come to dominate the island. But this imbalance cannot last forever. Eventually, food will run out for the scavengers as well. The future of life on Earth depends on whether small mammals like the sugar glider can find a way to rebound. A joyous reunion. Together once more, the sugar glider family enjoys some much-needed rest. The vulture returns. Its arrival is sudden, leaving the gliders no time to hide or even react. There is little chance of survival, a sad reality of life on this perilous island. This young glider is resilient, more resilient than any of us could have expected. But the loss of his mother and sister has affected him deeply. The poor Joey cries out, his unique vocalizations expressing his sorrow, but also sending out a signal to his mother and sister. He is alive and will be coming for them.